Right, and the UFC is wild to bet on.
Yeah.
Man. Like anything can happen, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
Anything.
I haven't been able to gamble since I got to the UFC because they cut my stuff. I'm not allowed to do it. But before that, I put little parlays on some football, but like nothing crazy. It's just
so
fun.
You can't even bet on football then?
I can't bet on anything. And from what I've heard,
really,
eventually, like down the road when I'm not in the UFC and I'm probably done fighting, they're still not going to allow me back on the apps. Like I know guys now who aren't in the UFC anymore and they don't compete anymore, but at one point they were considered a professional athlete and they don't run rechecks. They just run, oh, you're here, you can't do it anymore. That's crazy. So that's kind of stupid.
Well, it's stupid on the level that you can't bet on a baseball game that you have no influence on. Like I totally get, betting on UFC fights or MMA fights or guys out of your gym, but there should be a couple exceptions to that. You should be able to bet on yourself.
I think you should only be able to bet if you win, for sure. Because I know, backstory. My first fight in the UFC, like before they cut all my stuff, I was just sitting in my hotel room and I was looking at the odds and I was like, oh, cool. Because I was last minute. It was a week for that fight. I got notified and I went in. I made weight and whatnot. And I was like, okay, I'm a huge underdog. I'm gonna throw $20 on this. I'm gonna win this. And then a week later, like I was in fear of getting cut from the UFC after that because my manager called me like, did you bet on yourself for the fight? I was like, yeah, dude, for myself to win. Like I didn't bet myself to lose.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you can't do that. Hell if I know. Like I know legally you can't do that. I saw Pete Rose go through. You can't do that. But, like I was thinking I was going to win. So I put money on myself to win. So
that should be all right. Like I understand that.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, but no, that's wild. You can't bet on football, baseball,
and I used
cricket.
I used to love late night throwing like $1 or $2 on Russian ping pong because it was on late at night. I'd get home from the bars and I'd watch it on DraftKings like $1. Okay, this guy's coming back. It was just fun.
Could you watch it? They had live stream. I
had like a little live stream on my laptop.
You can bet on anything.
You can bet on anything.
Is Russian ping pong badass?
Hilarious. Oh, it's so intense.
Dude, the Russian MMA that they got going on now,
crazy.
Like the phone booth,
3 versus 3, men versus women. It's crazy. It's unreal.
Too much, dude.
Hey, you got to find your niche,
Yeah.
And as long as they're making money, hey, have it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would watch, it's like 5-on-5.
Yeah.
So like Factory X versus fucking.
That would be awesome.
That would be insane.
That would be insane. I mean, right now.
It'd be like a superhero fucking.
I do think it's funny because I think just as much of a team thing, like I'm trying to